Okay, I got 3 movies to cover, so I'm gonna do this real quick. Um, First movie, Albino Farm. It's this horror movie, and this was a movie that I would never touch or never review, except for who's in it. Like, when I saw that Chris Jericho was in this movie, I was like, this is the only movie he's in, so I better watch it. Like, um, whenever a, whenever like a wrestler does something outside of what they usually do, like it's kind of you're naturally curious. Like when it's The Rock, the movies he produces are the movies he's in, not produces. Movies he's in, they're kind of weird. Like Doom was kind of bad. I'm going off topic now. Um, okay, when wrestlers do things outside of what they usually do, um, it comes off as weird, like I said that before, but when they star in movies, it kind of doesn't work, like, if that makes sense. Because, like I mentioned before, The Rock, like, his movies are okay, some are good, some are bad. I mean, some are okay, some are bad. And then, like, you have Stone Cold, whose movies are direct to DVD. Like, well, a lot of his movies are direct to DVD. And then you have like Hulk Hogan, whose movies are the base of a lot of criticisms. Like he's kind of like the person you think of when you think of bad wrestler movies. So Chris Jericho, he's only been in one, Albino Farm, and this movie this movie is pretty much like a rip off of like it's in the same style of like movies, Wrong Turn and Hills Have Eyes, where it has like inbreeding hillbillies. Here it's like there's 4 teenagers and they're doing research for their college thingy, and they come across a town, like spoilers, a town full of inbred mutants, and um they for some reason do not leave and want to find out more about the albino farm, which I never really understood what it was, but apparently, well, from what I understand, it's the cause of all their inbreeding. Like, I don't really know how to explain. Like, the movie doesn't really do a good job of explaining. And what else to say about this? Okay, so they go into the town, and it's a typical horror setting, a horror movie where it's like the 4 characters, they're kind of like, you kind of can tell they're gonna die. Like, you have the main character girl who, she's gonna live to the end. You have the funny guy who'd probably be killed first. Yeah, the Indian guy who's the minority, and then you have the stupid friend of the girl, who dies second. Like, and the deaths aren't actually that impressive. Like, one guy dies off screen. One girl gets her neck snapped, which isn't that cool. And then one guy dies by an explosion, which it's not really gory. It's like, if you're expecting a gory death, you're not gonna be happy here. Is it scary? No. No. Is the twist obvious? Yeah, unfortunately. Like, you can really tell that at the end that the whole town is filled with inbred people. Like, they kind of gave it away with the waitress in the opening. Like, I'm not gonna say what happens, but they kind of just gave it away with that one scene. So that kind of makes the whole point of the movie pointless. But it's a B movie, so it's one of those movies where you just watch it just because you're with friends and you're just joking around, like your you're riffing it. Like, it's that one of those movies. And when you think about it, it's a movie with Chris Jericho in it, so come on, Chris Jericho's in it. And but you're gonna be disappointed because he's only in there for like 2 scenes. But the 2 scenes he's in there are like the most memorable. yeah, that's about it for Albino Farm.